बाबा का होता है दीदार, आप में हमको बाबा का होता है दीदार। रूहानी मुस्कान आपकी देती हमको प्यार, देती हमको प्यार। सबके मन को मोहने वाली, सबके मन को मोहने वाली बाबा की राज दुलारी हो, बाबा की राज दुलारी हो। हे भागीरथी छोटा नंदी, तुम सबकी प्राण प्यारी हो, तुम सबकी प्राण प्यारी हो। निश्चिंत हो, बेफिकर हो बादशाह, निर्भय और निश्चिंत हो, बेफिकर हो बादशाह। निर्मल हो निरहंकारी हो, मान की नहीं चाह, मान की नहीं चाह। सबके संग में रहते फिर भी, सबके संग में रहती फिर भी सबसे न्यारी प्यारी हो, सबसे न्यारी प्यारी हो। हे भागीरथी छोटा नंदी, तुम सबकी प्राण प्यारी हो। हे भागीरथी छोटा नंदी, तुम सबकी प्राण प्यारी हो। शांत शीतल सादगी वाली, शांत शीतल सादगी वाली मीठी मीठी दादी हमारी हो, मीठी मीठी दादी हमारी हो। हे भागीरथी छोटा नंदी, तुम सबकी प्राण प्यारी हो, तुम सबकी प्राण प्यारी हो, तुम सबकी प्राण प्यारी हो।
Om Shanti. Good morning. So, I've been given an option today to have the video on. So we have a video, and it's nice to see other people also on video when you have the video on. So I have one question. I wanted to check how many of you have met Dadi Gulzar? So yes, hands is better than chat because I can't see the chat. Well, I can see now. Dr. Sujata from, yeah. Good morning, Meete Baba and all. Om Shanti, yes. Vimesh Bhai, yes. Sister Anshu, yes. What about others? No one has met Dadi Gulzar face to face? The rest? And the G, no. Shivani Ben, yes. Amiji, you met? You must have met, no?
I'm sorry, it's my bad fortune. I have not met her, but only on the television I've seen her.
Okay, okay. Oh, it's. I wouldn't say bad fortune. It's just that's how it is in the drama. Yeah.
Yes.
I know Rani Ben, no, Harpreet, did not meet her, but saw her. Yeah. Well, on TV. Yeah. I mean, we have all just seen her on TV. Yeah. Okay, you mean you were like, even if you were in the same meeting or anything, I mean, when I say meeting, I don't mean personal meeting, but you have seen the physical person. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. So if you have come to that connection, yeah, that's good enough. So as some of you might know, I took Gyan from Abu Dhabi, and there was a public program in which Dadi Guzar was meant to speak on that public program. It was from Higher College of Technologies, and I was very new. I didn't even know who was Dadi, in the sense that I did not know that, Baba comes in her body and, things like that. I did not know. I just knew that this is some senior person from the BKs who's coming to talk, So Dadi was supposed to give the talk there, and I attended that talk. And at the end, the sister said that this is a new student, and Dadi took a flower. It was a rose flower, and she gave it to me. So that was my first encounter, we met with Dadi. And there was a talk about going to, I think, Bahrain. Dadi was going from UAE to Bahrain, and there was a talk that, some people would go and, to meet her. And at that time, I was very new. And I said, I was working, of course. I said, I have to take leave. I have to get a ticket and go to Bahrain, and meet, and stay, like it was like too much for me, So I did not take that opportunity, and I regret that very much after knowing. But the second meeting with her, so there was this program for Bahrain, which I did not realize how important it was. And if I knew, I would have actually done anything to go, but I didn't know who she was and, how much benefit I could get. But then, as I said, everything is perfect in drama. So it wasn't meant for me to go. My second meeting with her was in a hall in Dubai. So in Dubai, they had invited her to give a talk, and I went into the hall, and I was sitting. It was like an open hall, and like an open theater. There was like these steps where people were sitting. So I was just first time in Dubai. I've never been to Dubai. I've never seen BKs. So suddenly there was just 200, 300 BKs, and I was sitting one of them. And I sat down. Of course, before coming to Gyan, I was already practicing meditation. I had been to 3, 4, 5, maybe more, maybe more. I had been practicing for more than 10 years. So I was just sitting. So I knew something about, spirituality, or I thought I knew. And she came onto the stage. Dadi came to the stage. And when Dadi came to the stage, there was something very, very interesting that happened. All the time when I used to meditate, with eyes closed. So I was having a habit of closing my eyes. And I saw that time, there was like, like these flashlights they use in the armies and all that, which goes from one side to another. I had actually felt that there's light that just went like that, just passed like that, And that was my first experience in my Brahmin life, sitting in Dubai, and this person come. And it's very interesting. And I did not think about sharing this, but when the sister put the song, it just reminded me that this is also an aspect of light, because what I felt was some kind of light passing, and I felt like, just like something that just went through. Okay, so I've been asked to do some churning on the last week's Murli. I hope you had a chance and you got a notification that the topic, anybody knows the topic, those who are not organizers, those who are participants. Do you know what I'm going to talk about today? Did you get the information? Please feel free to unmute because it's easier for me.
Yeah,
Just
brother, it's
unmute.
light and
Yes.
lamp.
Light lamp. Yes, that's right. Yeah. So you got the information. And I thought this story also reminded me of that light that I actually experienced. There was no light, but I experienced light. So let's do one thing. Since we need to warm up. Let me read a little bit of the references in the last Murli about light. Just a second. So Baba, in one of the Murlis, that was the one that was on 31st, spoke a lot about light. And Baba said that today Bab Dada is seeing a double gathering in front of him. One are those who are personally sitting in front of him in the corporeal form, and the other are those who are sitting far away but are visible close to his heart. Okay, so the gathering, one are sitting far and one might be far but are very close to his heart. The light of the soul, Atam Deep, is sparkling on the foreheads of the elevated soul of both gatherings. Okay, the light of the soul, Atam Deep, is sparkling on the forehead of the elevated souls of both gatherings. It is such a beautiful, sparkling scene. All of you who are absorbed in God, all of you who are absorbed in God's love, while stable in one thought and one constant stage, are lost in his love with a concentrated intellect and are looking so beautiful. So Baba is watching the scene and Baba is talking about this light of the soul. Okay. And then further, later on the same Murli, Baba says, this is now another aspect. People of the world, this is a new year, remember? This is a new year Murli. So I say, people of the world, light the extinguished lamps and celebrate the new year, whereas Bab Dada and you and all the awakened lamps from everywhere have come here to celebrate the festival of the new year. This custom and system of celebrating is just in name, but all of you are in fact the awakened lamps. You are able to see your sparkling lamp, are you not? You are the imperishable lamps. Okay. So I will stop here. What question I have for you is, oh, sorry, let me finish this one as well. In the same Murli, towards the end, Baba says, to all the children from everywhere who are sparkling light of the soul. It's just one sentence about light. Okay. So I'll pause here and I'll just give you a chance, maybe a couple of minutes to think about what Baba said, and let us then churn about this whole idea of light. Okay, so let's pause for 2 minutes. You can think about the question, what different meaning, when we say light, what does it mean? It has many meanings. So let us try and see, when Baba talks about this light, what does Baba say? What does it mean? So let's pause for a couple of minutes. Okay. So anyone would like to share based on what you've heard, and just in general, we just want to explore this idea of light.
Om Shanti, brother.
Om Shanti, Arpitji.
So when you asked this question, what is light? What came to my mind is light is energy. Light is love. Light is vibration of power, which makes you feel divine. These are the words that came to my mind. So vibration. Om Shanti.
Am I audible?
Yes. And who is this speaking? Dr. Sujata?
Yes, brother.
Yeah.
For me, when I heard this word light, as long since we are in love with Baba or in Gyan, I feel that light is a swarup of Supreme Soul, basically. Baba's existence. Light is the awareness of existence of Supreme Soul. Light is a fuel for energy, direction to human emancipation or transformation.
Wonderful.
Om Shanti, brother.
Om Shanti.
Yes, who is this? Can you say your name, please?
Sister Anshu. Sister
Anshuji, yeah, please.
Yeah. I correlated. We were talking about Dadi Guljarma. So many times I happened to meet her. And there was a time when I was questioning about God. When you come, you love Dadi Janki so much. You touch her and you hug her and you make her feel so special. I want to feel the same. That was a very pure wish from the heart. And one moment came in ORC when Dadi Ma, she wasn't there, Baba was there in her, and she touched me, her hands on my cheeks, all over. I could feel so light. When you said, gave a pause, I went into that experience, recreated it, and when she was touching me, I was feeling so light. And that energy, the lightest in the world, on the top of the planet. And what I was experiencing through, that was, feeling the lightest, and nothing could I dream or think of. And my life was that I lived it and I recreated right now also. And thank you, brother. Light means nothing remains, everything you get. You're so empowered. You're so beautiful. You express so much of gratitude once you are in light. Om Shanti.
It reminds me of the phrase, touched by God. So you're very lucky. Yeah, like sometimes we feel it in meditation also, that's why, like when somebody comes to take blessing and bows down, the other person touches, like, gives that, so we are so lucky, all of us, whether we met these people or we didn't meet them, we can still experience this. And I'll come to that once we explore this idea of light and understand light. Yeah, thank you. That was very beautiful. All the sharings that you gave are very deep and meaningful. Thank you. Anyone else?
Om Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti, Baba. Om Shanti, brother.
Yes, Vinod bhai?
Yes, brother. So when the word light is spoken of, I feel feather, baggages. These are certain terms that I associate with light and the brightness.
The second one was what? One is feather.
Baggage.
What do you mean by baggage?
The physical, when we travel around, baggages that we carry.
Yeah.
In plane, for example, the hand
so light baggage, like
yes.
Travel light.
Yes.
Okay.
Travel light. So, and the third word that came to me mind was brightness. So I shall explain. Baba's the feather it's such light that it can easily fly with the wind. So when it comes to me, I feel that if I'm not having the memories, or if I'm not having worries or the anxiety of what is coming up, then I feel yes, I'm light. I'm actually, my mind is free to float, think, accommodate, and I'm not carrying anything forward. So that's what comes to me when I think one aspect of light. The second aspect of light, actually physically as well, I have seen most of Baba's children's faces are such shiny. All meditators probably, their faces are so bright. So the physical aspect of light is to take away darkness. And I mean, by whatever brightness we have on face that we can spread along, when we go along in a public, in society, people do recognize that. And probably the third deepest thing is the aspect of soul itself. So thank you, Baba.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Vinod bhai. Anyone else?
Arif, may I?
Yeah. Who's your name, please?
Vimesh.
Vimesh, yeah. Vimesh ji, please go ahead.
Yes,
it's just that I have multiple screen. It's not that, I could have seen you, but I have multiple screen open. So that's why I can't see who it is. Yeah,
yes.
Please go ahead.
Right now I'm in Shantivan and
okay,
getting
wonderful.
ready to see.
Wonderful. I'm in Gyan Sarovar, just outside Gyan Sarovar.
No, I'm below in Manmohini one.
Sure.
Yeah, next to Shantivan.
Sure.
And for me, another perspective of light is absence of heaviness. And the way I would see it as light, I would connect it with purity, with authenticity.
Yeah.
Okay, so when the precondition of lightness is when there is no agenda, there is no vested interest, there is selflessness, and that I feel is what would give rise to light.
Yeah. Beautiful.
That's it, I think.
Yeah. I can resonate very much with what you said. Yeah. Anyone else?
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti ji.
As we all know that the Supreme Power itself is a point of light. And when I see that point of light on my forehead and I connect the light with the Supreme Power point of light, I get that spiritual power which attracts me towards him. That's the form of light which I feel about.
Okay.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you. Yeah. So this is an aspect of connecting and feeling that light. Yeah. Supreme power. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else would like to share? Yes, please. Feel free. This is not, we are not in just only 11 people, so don't hesitate, just to share anything, whatever comes. I depend on you so that I can build up something. Yeah. Anyone else? No? No one else? If you
Light
agree...
is also, sorry, brother. Just wanted to add, light is also like love and warmth. When you see light, you feel that you're inside that warmth, and whatever impurities exist, it's just getting replaced, replenished with that powerful light energy. So it's also the feeling of warmth and love.
Yeah.
Om
Feeling
Shanti.
of warmth and love. Yeah. Somebody just put light is to be Rakiman. Light is to be free from attachment. Okay. So that is light. These are some of those light blockers. Attachment blocks the light. Yeah. So yeah, wonderful. So see, obviously in English, just simply, if you look at the word light, immediately we get the apparent simple meaning, light, to be light, not to be heavy. And then we have light, which is light, the light that goes on. This is very literal. Obviously, with the light, you might not have so much weight, but you might be very heavy. So there is another aspect of light, which is how do you carry yourself? What is your attitude towards things? So you might be very heavy in terms of you might be weighing a lot, but you might be very light. So in that sense, there's another meaning of light, which is not a physical weight, but the mental weight that you are carrying, so it doesn't allow you to become light, Light also means flexible, okay? Means that you are not tight, you're loose, yeah? So light also can mean that. Then light can also mean in terms of, I think one of the things that is used here could be vibration or power, yeah? In the sense that, like here, we say light chalige, light, what we mean is not, light is not working, but power is gone, right? So light also could mean power. Yeah, this is simple, just simple, ordinary language that we talk about. And just one point from online, I will just quickly read that. Lightness for me, this is from Sister Shivani, is to be in my angelic form, Upram, means above the and floating, not connected to the corporeal world. And angel also means the one who emanates light, Roshni. I love the visualization, full of light, energy, radiant and weightless. Yeah, very nice visualization. Now let's go into different aspect, because we understand there is a lot when it comes to light. But Baba says, Baba can see. And some of the people also have said that, when we are saying the light is sparkling in the center of the forehead, what do we mean by that? Is there a light that sparkles in the center of the forehead? What do we mean by that? Because Baba mentioned in that first part, right? The Atma Deep, yeah. So what is this referred to?
Om Shanti, brother.
Yes.
Once I situate myself, I feel I'm a spark and brilliant light radiating within that makes a perfect aura. And that feeling, feeling light is emanating that brilliant energy makes me so light that the feeling of body consciousness, body costume, it just merges. And what emerges? That I am that spark and I am just bathing in that beautiful light. And that's I feel. Om Shanti.
Yeah. It's a nice experience and expression, but let's go deeper and just watch. Is the vibration the soul? Is the light the soul? Or is the soul emanating that light? Is the soul emanating that energy? So,
yes, brother. Yes, brother.
like
So, yeah.
when I have a light here, you can feel that brightness on that side. Yeah. If I have light here, you can feel brightness on the other side, right? Yeah. So there is a source here, but light can be felt here. That's our experience. Yeah. So my question is the vibration the light, or is the light the light? Is that brightness the light, or what it is when it comes to soul, Atma Deep? Let us think about it carefully and try to understand. So the soul, we know the soul is a soul, okay, and we've been told that it is seated on the forehead. Yeah, so that's what Baba said. And sparkling, okay. So there is a sparkle and there is the soul, and the soul is doing something is happening. So now let us think, what is it that the soul is really? One is this pen has potential to write. That's why it's called a pen, right? This is a pen. It has a potential to write. And what it does is, as soon as it touches the paper, it creates a mark. So that's why this is called a pen. Yeah. But is the mark the pen? Or the pen is just the pen?
I think rather it is a manifestation of all the things that is going on in your body, in your life. I mean, a set of consciousness that is there around, that is being manifested through the forehead. If we look at the person, we realize whether the person is angry, peaceful, whether he is knowledgeable or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we can, probably we can say that if we look at that one point, we come to know about everything.
Yeah.
So maybe it's
That's
that.
right. Yeah. So basically, there is only, we say soul is invisible, right? So it's not visible, right? Soul is peace. Yeah. We say soul is peace, right? And one of the things that cannot be separated from the soul is that peace, being peace. The soul is peace, will always be peace, and originally is peace. Yeah. This is one of the main, that's why we say Om Shanti, no? Because peace is the one of the main core attribute of the soul, right? So when we're talking about the soul, and when we are talking about consciousness, consciousness is the one that is expressed when it comes into the body, right? When consciousness comes into the body, and there are a lot of things that happen. One of the things that happen is, the baby starts moving and all that, and then, you start walking, you start seeing, you start hearing, all your senses becomes active, right? And then, we understand a lot of things around us. You understand what is light, what is darkness, all these things. But consciousness itself, it is just peace. Okay? It is just nothing. Okay? But its expression is equated to a sparkling light. Yeah? So basically, that pure self, I think it was, who was it who was sharing? The purity of the soul, the most pure form of the soul, is what makes it light. And this is not that light like we are used to see, like light. This is a different light. This is a light of maybe expression, of those vibration that comes. And then, like Vinod said, that shows on your face, that shows on your words, that shows on your behavior, that shows on your everything, that shows on your attitude. Yeah. So this is what the meaning of light, the sparkling light that Baba says, I see. Of course, what Baba sees is very different from what we see, because, there is a deeper meaning, and not those lamps or not those lights that we think, right? Even though we say sparkling, it's like, colorful or whatever it is, but in reality, it's just very silent being expressing itself in this physical form. Very silent being expressing itself in this physical form. But then, because we are used to understand things based on what is there in this world, so we put all this extra stuff in it. So what does a soul have to do to be light? Okay, this is another subject. So basically, as soon as one drops all the heaviness, as soon as one lets go of all the heaviness, immediately there is lightness. So in other words, you don't have to do anything to be light. You just have to let go of what it is that is making you heavy. Many people I think have pointed out in your examples that the weight that I carry makes me heavy. Once I let go of that weight, I become light. Okay. Once I let go of body consciousness, I become light immediately. I don't need to do anything to become light. Yeah. I just have to let go of attachment. I have to let go of worry, and I become light. Now, this is like swimming. If somebody tells you, those who understand this metaphor, swim, the first thing which will come to your mind is, if you are not a swimmer, what will be there? If you are not a swimmer, somebody tells you jump in the water, what you will think or what you will say? What you will say? If anybody went to, learn swimming, what was the first thing that was in your mind? Anyone? Yeah. What comes to your mind? If somebody, okay, you are a new student, you are going to swim, there's a pool, and the instructor tells you jump. What will come to your mind?
Cold water. No.
No, you don't know how to swim though.
So fear
more than
was
cold
swimming.
water, you will be gone.
That fear comes when
The fear will be there,
something.
I might sink. And then the instructor, what they will tell you? They say, no, don't worry. I will teach you how to not to sink, right? So the reason why we don't let go is because we are afraid. We are holding on to all these things because there is fear. There is we don't know if we let go, what is going to happen. And that's the reason why we are not able to experience. We do a lot of meditation, we do a lot of practice, and for some time, we might even convince ourselves that we are, meditating. But the reality is that we can't hold that awareness because there is a little bit of fear of letting go. We are not able to let go. And that's the reason why we are not able to have that constant experience. Like Baba says, they light the lamp once a year, that is artificial lamp. The moment the soul is awakened, it's awakened. There's no two ways. Either you are awakened or you are not awakened. The moment you are awakened, really awakened, then there is nothing to be done. The effort is only to the point where you just wake up. And once you wake up, means that you become aware of what I'm talking about. Yeah. So the reason why we don't want to let go is because if I let this one go, then I'm not sure, what am I going to get out of it? Like if I tell you, I give you a new phone, give me the old one. Very quickly you can give, right? So you take the new one, you give the old one. But if I tell you, give me the old one, and then, practice for some time, then you'll get another phone, then you might doubt that whether really I will get or not. And that's the reason that it comes down to faith. When Baba comes and speaks to us, we don't know anything, right? We know zero. And then as we go, we start feeling that, oh yeah, there is something here, And then after some time, then we start realizing that, oh yes, this seems to be right. And the moment we have faith, automatically everything drops. Then I don't need to be told, you need to wake up, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to let go. Like automatically it happens. Baba often even says, like some people who are devotees, they say, don't tell them to leave their devotion. It will drop by itself. The moment the truth comes in. That's why they give the example, when light is there, you don't have to chase away the darkness. The darkness will go by itself the moment the light opens. So this is my understanding of what I came to know about this soul being light. Soul is not really light. Light is an expression of the soul, which is metaphorically means that you are awakened. The soul is aware of itself now, and then that darkness is gone and light has come. And Baba has been taking this theme of darkness quite a bit in the last week as well, in the last week's Murli. So I'll pause here. I think I've talked enough. Let's hear your thoughts. So let's pause for a minute and then let's hear what is it that you would like to share, and then we'll finish with some meditation commentary.
So, brother, what I would like to share is light then is like an experience. Light is an experience of awareness, of connection.
Experience and expression also.
Yes.
It's an experience because the one who receives it experiences. The soul expresses itself.
Correct.
One of the expression is light. Yeah. Which is metaphorical because there is no light. We might, like, for example, if you have a particular instrument, you can see a lot in this open air. Like now I don't see anything, but if I have certain kind of instrument that measures the heat, that measures this one, I can see some lines, on the computer. Yeah. So the expression of the soul is light to me. I might be wrong. I'm just sharing my point of view.
No, you're right, brother, because I know what you're explaining. I mean, at least I'm assuming I'm understanding it the way you're explaining it. That the light, it is an experience along with that expression, because like I said in my beginning description of light, I actually feel it is empowering. Like it actually makes you feel as if now your good attributes, your good qualities become strengthened. Like you become more pure, more divine. So you experience that goodness in you. And you not only see the goodness in yourself, you also experience the goodness in everyone else. So I think that light is something that it makes you see everyone in the same light.
Yeah.
So it gives you that feeling of equality, of equanimity, that we are all God's children. So you drop those borders of differentiation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful, because this is very nice point, in the sense that the moment I am that, then you and me, there is no border. You see what I mean? What I mean is there is no, like, we are all, these are not, we are individuals, but at the same time, we are also collective, in the sense that these waves, that way, they are not limited. That's why you can pick another person's thoughts. How do you pick another person? Because the waves are not limited. The expression can be picked up by the soul. If the soul is pure, I can tune into anything that I want. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, brother.
Yeah. So now, okay, let's have a discussion, and then let's find a conclusion. Now, what are we going to do with this understanding? Yeah. So let's hear for some 2-3 people more, if there's anything.
Adding on to what discussion Harpreet Ben and you were having right now, brother, what I was getting was, then being in the space of love is very easy, because then when I am you and you am you and you are I, then there is no differentiation. Altruistic love is possible. बेहद का प्यार जो है वो आसान हो जाएगा. There'll be no connection to, okay, this is my brother, so he has to be treated in a specific way, and this is not my brother, he's somebody outside. So there is no name or role or position that may govern me.
Yeah. So it's very important to understand, because there is one very slippery area where you might fall into, which you have to be careful. So when Baba says no, Baba says, see other weakness as yours. So that Baba doesn't say that just like that. Baba says that weakness in that person is actually your weakness. Don't like, if I look and, Rakib Ben did something wrong, then I say, you did something wrong. So then that makes me different from you. But in reality, whatever weakness is there is just like waves. Whatever strength is there is just like wave. So we have this wave all over the world right now. So if there is a wave of, sometimes they say even, there's a wave of fear in the world. What does that mean? That means that actually there is this vibration that is going out in the world that is creating amplification of fear in people's thought, because people are catching that. Yeah. So even though you are a soul, I am a soul, I'm not you, you are not me, but these things, they are common. Yeah. So whatever you throw, it's my responsibility. I might have a house. Outside there is rubbish. I might say, this, I did not throw this, but that rubbish affects me also, no? So it's not your rubbish, or it's not my rubbish. It is rubbish. We just have to clean it. So it's such a beautiful way of taking it, that the goodness that I have is not mine, and the weakness that I have is not even mine. It is just goodness and it's just weakness. And if we understand like that, that goodness helps us enhance our life and the weakness helps us to remove, then we cooperate with one another. And that's what seva means. Seva means is to come together and to remove all the rubbish that is there in the world. Yeah. So all this Baba even mentioned in another Murli about Sakash, is sending, the sun sends the light, at a particular time. But we have the ability to send light at any time to the world. What does that mean? There is no light you are sending. You're not sending any light. What you're sending is you're sending vibrations that are neutralizing all those things that are supposed to be polluting the world. That's how I understand. But lovely, yeah.
So beautifully expressed, brother. Wonderful. Thoroughly agree. And I could catch those vibrations. Anybody is at fault, it's reflection of mine. And whatever we can do it, best images to feel it and to circulate it. And I become the responsible. Beautifully shared, brother. Thank you.
The worst thing is to do is to become body conscious that you did this. The moment you say you tell somebody you did, you're becoming body conscious because you are separating yourself. I am different, you are different, so you did this, so it's your fault. This is a big mistake we are doing when we don't realize that. Vimesh bhai, you wanted to share?
Yes, Arif bhai. So as you were talking, as everyone was talking, what was coming to my mind is that when something gets lost, or when we are unable to find something, we put on the light. We go and we focus on that area or that space, and then अरे यहाँ पर गुम तो नहीं हो गया कहाँ? Okay. So that light would be the instrument that would allow me to see my own vices, my own shortcomings, and not only for myself, it will allow me to do the seva free from the body consciousness, to enable someone else also look at their own darker sides, and that also gracefully. Like how we would help someone see, if someone has lost something, we would say, okay, let me just put on the torch. Okay, why don't you see for yourself? I'll put on the torch. Okay, so we are just the instrument putting that light, making that space for the other person in which they discover their own self.
Yeah.
So that it is their own creation. This is what was coming to my mind, Arif bhai.
Yeah, it's a beautiful example. And what we do actually, what we say is that, oh yeah, you did this, and by just the guy is struggling, you just put light. You put light, you help. And there's no ego also that you did anything. What you did, you just put light and you encourage them to see. But what we do sometimes, thinking that we are very knowledgeable, we try to teach people. And that's a big mistake, actually.
No, the thing is, we don't feel that we have a light. We feel we are the light.
Yeah.
That is where it,
yeah.
That's where the body consciousness comes in. And that is what we need to nullify. And that happens when we surrender ourselves and introspect and look within ourselves and keep on cleansing, having the light reflect on our own selves ongoingly.
Yeah. How many times Baba said, don't point out other people's mistake to them?
Yes.
Means don't tell. It doesn't mean that leave them. No. But yeah, shine light, be an example. That person will become aware, not the first time, not the second time, the third time they'll become aware. Oh, there's something here, But for that, like you said, you need to be light. You need to be in that stage whereby the other person immediately will realize their mistake. You don't have to tell anybody. To tell somebody about their mistake is to disrespect them, actually.
Absolutely, it is.
You're not respecting that soul, by, and Baba teaches us this all every day, and this is what it means, to be light means to be a torch. I like that.
Yeah, a torch. Like Baba keeps on telling us, Meethe Bachche,
Yeah,
that is the light that Baba is providing. I mean, we might be whatever. We might be not having the best of the qualities as yet, as applied. But nevertheless, he just keeps on showing us the light, the torch,
yeah,
that you are Meethe Bachche. And then inside of which we keep on seeing and reflecting and seeing our own vikars, our vices,
exactly.
and
Yeah,
keep on cleansing that.
yeah,
Isn't it?
yeah. No, wonderful. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
So brother,
yeah. Somebody's saying something.
yes. So I want to say something not about the light, but have any one of us, brothers and sisters, experienced light in their own mind while closing their eyes? And the light can be so powerful that open eyes cannot see it. Has anybody experienced that? If not, I can tell you how to experience that. I know what that means. If you like, I can put the video on. You can follow me.
I do not know. I'll have to ask the host if they are up to it. I don't have any problem. We have we have 4 minutes actually, so maybe time is a bit of an issue. But maybe we could have another session, and then you can express. And I understand what you're saying. But let me speak to sister and see. Maybe you could do a short one, and I will definitely participate in that. Yeah. So let's talk to I'll talk to sister, and then maybe we can have a particular, because we need to finish now. It's already time. Is that okay? In the by?
That's okay, brother. That's no big deal.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah, or I can leave my contact as well.
No.
You are in the group anyway, no? You must be in the group. So yeah. So we'll communicate, and we will arrange something at some point of time.
It's okay.
But it is very interesting, because you come into the physiology of the body. I'll just briefly explain what you're talking about. So there is a gland that is light sensitive, that we know. Those who are doctors and all that understand, and those who have studied this, which they call, in the world they call the third eye, and then it lights up, and because it's light sensitive, and you start experiencing light everywhere. Yeah. So there is a lot of things in that, but what we're talking about is actually something which is even above that. So being a light and seeing a light, being a light is more important. Being that soul and expressing the quality of the soul is even more important than seeing. Like Baba says, like you have a vision of something, then what? Okay, it's good, it's not bad, but what is more important is soul consciousness. Yeah, my behavior after that experience, the impression that experience transforms something in me, and I let go of the vices, and my virtues start showing up. So that's what I understand. But it's definitely a valid and very interesting subject that we can explore, I think. So I'll speak to sister, and then I'll connect to you. Yeah. So can we have a little light music, and then we can just
yes, sure.
close this.
And one more, there's a beautiful song on light by India Ari. We can just go through on YouTube link.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll play the music.
Sure. Thank you. So just sit relaxed. If you can reduce, yeah. And just sit relaxed. And remove any fear or doubts that you might have There is nothing else that you can be apart from being a peaceful soul. You have always been a peaceful soul. You will always be a peaceful soul. Our grand instructor, teacher, has come and has confirmed this for you. And even though your current experience does not match whatever you might be hearing, the faith that the highest on high, the knowledgeful one, is telling me that I am that sweet child, that I am that child, the most beloved, closest to the Father, the one who is full of all virtues. I make this mine. If I am not convinced, I just take the word of the one that I can trust more than myself. Because I know that I am very limited in my understanding, and he is the one who is knowledgeful, the one who was not taught, the one who doesn't read books, the one who doesn't have a guru, the highest, knowledgeable, knowledgeful, tells me who I am. I accept that deep into my heart, and I allow myself to once again feel spotless, free from any impurity, not even wanting to own these weaknesses that I talk about the whole day. These are not mine. I don't need to hold on to them. All the attachments, all the shortfalls that I might have, my stage, I don't need to hold on to those because I know who I am. I know that no matter what, I am that is very much loved by the Divine, the Almighty, unconditionally. Just because He can see me the way I am, that light is always shining. And as long as I keep this light shining, not only that I will be guided myself, but I will guide others as well. From darkness into light. Take a deep breath in and let go. Relax. Take another deep breath in. Thank you so much. So we stop here for today. Exceeded a little few minutes.
Brilliant, brother. It was wonderful experience. And happy Baba Milan, and Vimesh Bhai is our representative. He's sitting directly there in the heart of the Baba. And today his sharing was very, very profound. And we wish everyone connected to Baba till evening, and let's enjoy a wonderful meeting with him. Om Shanti.
Yeah,
Om
Shanti.
Shanti. It was very interactive session, Arif. Thank you so much. Thank you all of you, and see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Have a blissful day.
Thank
Yeah.
you,
Om
brother.
Shanti.
Thank you so much, and wonderful to have you early morning. Now a little bit late because there I used to wake up at 4. So this is a bit late. So it's wonderful. And Indar Bhaiji, don't worry. I will be in touch with you. I'll connect with you.
I'm not worried that I'm okay.
Yeah,
Doesn't
yeah.
bother.
There is no, there is, it's just a constraint of time. There is no pressure
No,
or
no,
anything like that.
perfectly fine. Okay. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Okay, wonderful. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.